Shows family. It's Nomsa here at Ngosi Talk Shows. Find your own voice, lit from within. So I'm on my own today, and please, guys, continue praying for Carol Ann Cooper. She is still in a hospital. She's recovering very, very slowly. And we are taking each day as it comes. And those who are really, really supportive of her while she was here on the show, please continue supporting her. She will be back. And she just is just everything is very, very slow. We just have to go with the flow and just pray for her, please. So our topic today is when it hurts to watch them go. Do you remember a time when you were surrounded by a loved one, that person that you love, intimacy relationship, and that person that made you feel made your world feel full, and your world felt so complete. You felt so alive, and you felt so happy. But then life happened, circumstances changed. Suddenly, the relationship fades away, and then now you have to let them go. And they have to say goodbye forever. You watch as they walk away, feeling deep that ache in your chest. When you miss that person so much, and when life it doesn't make sense, it becomes painful to see, even to see them go. When you say goodbye to somebody, it does not matter how long you've been in a relationship with someone. It doesn't matter whether it's a month or 2 months or 6 months or 3 months or a year or 20 years, but the pain is the same. It's like a bittersweet symphony playing in your heart. The memories, the good memories that are covered with hatred. The good memories are the ones that hurts the most. They hurt the most. When you meet somebody, you create memories. Promises are made. And when those promises are made, plans, goals are created. And when goals are created, and when that person go, you feel like you're left with an empty space. I don't know if you have ever felt that. And then you start avoiding that. Sometimes you shut down. Some people, they shut down. Or sometimes the anger takes over. And then you hold on to those moments and let them become a part of you. But at that moment, they still hurt. So if you have ever somebody who has ever gone through that pain, just feel free to actually get involved into the conversation. Feel free to actually type, and feel free to get involved. So, you know, when you go through this moment in time, it makes you to actually cherish it makes you cherish life, cherish whatever you do in life. I personally have learned to actually cherish life. I have learned to love life. I've learned to make every second of my life count. And because you will never know when is going to be the last time you see someone you hold dear. You will never know when you spend time with somebody you love, and then they tell you that maybe the relationship is over, or maybe you watch your loved ones, they leave. So it's never You just have to cherish, you have to learn to cherish your moment, remind yourself that love you have found with one another. Although sometimes that love may bring tears, it's not easy. It's not easy to actually, when you let somebody go, it's not easy to actually, instead of thinking about the bad, we intend to go to the bad, what has happened, instead of cherishing memories. So we intend to think about what has gone wrong, and because it hurts. When you watch somebody go, it hurts. Whether sometimes people die, or sometimes you find somebody, they're in a relationship and somebody just dies. It brings tears. But at the same time, it can also bring gratitude for the beautiful moment you've shared with that person. So if you have ever gone through this moment, just feel free to leave a message and let me know which part did you decide? Did you decide to actually uh, take the gratitude path, or did you actually decide to get to this moment of hatred? And people, when we lose somebody, people don't cherish their loved ones or appreciate a single moment. We go into this either the mode of shutdown. We shut down. No matter how much your relationship, no matter how profound have a rhythm of life you have, just to know that your loved ones has just gone, or sometimes despite all the effort of two people to grow apart, it can be one of the most challenging times, feelings to watch someone you deeply involved to take that path different from yours. So when we talk about when it hurts to watch them go, is sometimes you watch somebody, your loved one, they go, maybe they die, they go to the grave. Or sometimes they go because they just feel they have to take a different path. So if you've ever gone through that situation, please, I love to hear how you've managed to cope with the situation. And I love to hear your story. Uh, Everyone has a different story, and everyone responded different. When it comes to pain, we all respond different as you stand on that brink of the emotional uphill. Sometimes you ask yourself, when you go through those kind of situation, like, why has this happened? How did we reach to this point? But more importantly, how do I cope with this pain? How am I going to cope with this pain? I think that was me asking myself like 12 years ago. And acceptance, the part of thing that can help you when you go through this thing first is acceptance, accepting the situation before seeking solution. So you have to accept the reality of the situation, and then so that the healing can begin. And when you accept the situation, it's not easy, it's painful. If anyone has ever gone through all that, you can think back, and when you connected with your spouse, what emotions, what sensations and thought you actually experienced. And when you go through that, and you can write them down, like you can write the journey when you began, if you really want to break that connection without getting hurt. You can write things down when you met them, the good things that the good things that you liked about that person, and just write down everything. And when you write down everything, then you think about the recent moment, how you felt, the distance when the distance growing. What do you think what happened? Compare the situations to the two. Sometimes we watch our loved ones go because they don't want to be with us. They just want to take a different path. So, but it is okay. So it's just up to us that we then have to accept the situation. And once you accept the situation, you are able to actually move on with life, and also understanding the power of perspective is very, very easy. While it's easy to write down in sorrow and pain, it sounds horrible. And taking a step back, like you take a step back to gain that perspective can immensely like help with the healing. Remember, the thing you need to remember, every person you encounter and every relationship you form is part of your journey. Sometimes paths diverge for some reason beyond our control. Sometimes there are things that we have control over, and sometimes there are things that we don't have control. It helps to actually look at a bigger picture. When you look at the bigger picture, it can provide clarity. Perhaps this phase of distance is a lesson, it might be a lesson or an opportunity for you to discover yourself, or a chance to build a resilience. So you just have to not to be strong. I cannot say you have to be strong. The emotions have to come out. I don't tell my clients to be strong. If my clients, they feel they want to cry, I tell them they need to cry. If they feel they want to smash something, they have to smash it. As long as they're not smashing nobody's car or not smashing anybody, no. So if you feel like you want to go and buy some cups in the shop for fun and just smash them because of anger, you can do that. But we don't go around and smashing people or smashing people's cars or anything like that. So the quotes, motivational quotes that I can give you: in the midst of the deepest pain, we find our most profound strength. And so, when you go through pain, I find when I'm going through pain, is where I find strength. I don't know about you guys. So if you are somebody who similar, you can just type I find strength. The reason why I'm saying I find strength, I don't know. Maybe it's because God is closer to me. I don't know, because I always call him out whenever I'm sad, whenever something goes wrong. I know I cannot do it on my own, so I always cry out to him. And I find that when I cry out to God, I find the strength and I find hope where there is no hope. Where there is life, remember there is hope. That's why I called my agency Hope Spring Eternal Introduction Agency. My daughter's name is Hope, and my company is Hope. Where there is breathe, there is life. So in that way, I just letting my clients know that there is hope out there if you need it, and also embrace the present moment, and clinging to memories of worry about the future can amplify pain. It can bring sorrow, tears. Embrace the present moment. Practice mindfulness, and find joy where there is no joy in the current moment. It can be therapeutic if you decide that I am going to find joy where there is no joy. And you can do some exercises, breathing exercises. You can close your eyes, take a deep breath, feel the air from your lungs, and then the ground beneath your feet for the next, like, do it for that part of that few minutes. Let go of any thoughts about the past or future. Focus on your breathing and surroundings. And this is part of the art of being in the present. Or you can just, when you go through so much pain, you can just fast and pray and trust. That's what I do. I don't do whenever things get tough. I just cry out to God. I fast. When I fast, I pray, or I don't have to fast. Sometimes I just pray and tell God that I need Him that moment. And I find it helps. It helps me. So use your ritual, whatever that works for you. For me, I find that God is, I have a way of calling Him out. So if you're a Christian and you know that when you are having problems, you have to know how to use the Bible as your weapon to actually call out God and ask the Holy Spirit to actually help you with this pain, with these tears, with this sorrow. And it does help. And understand the art of letting go as well. It's a tough when you actually, if you want to just letting go, it's a tough realization, but it's sometimes the best way to love someone. The best way to love someone is to let them go when that is needed. So gracefully release them. Not just the person, release the memories, release the pain, release also accumulate expectations and dreams and hopes that are tied down to that relationship. When a relationship is created, there are memories that are tied down to it. There are expectations that are tied down to it. There are dreams that are tying down to it. There is joy that is tying down to it, is attached to it. There is pain that is attached to it. There are hopes, things that we hoped for in that relationship. When you are in a relationship, someone, they say have faith. So that faith is attached to that relationship. But then when things don't go how we want, we need to understand the art of letting it go and release it completely. And we have to take the blame out of that present moment. The blame of either blaming that person or you blaming yourself. Most people, when they go through tough times, they never actually work on the situation. They blame on themselves. I should have known better. I should have. They make up so many things about themselves that they should have done this. They should have done this. All you can do when you go through those tough times is you can create a list of things you wish to let go of in a relationship. It could be resentment. It could be old memories. It could be even tangible items like gifts. Reflect on why releasing them might be beneficial for your emotional well-being. And once you reflect that, and also the vision, sometimes we have a vision with that person. And once you you do that, you just have to release them. Or sometimes you bend them. Me, I like bending things, guys. Uh, Honestly, I like bending things. I don't like memories. The memories that I don't like in my life, and the memories that I feel that I have to leave behind. If I feel that, this thing, I have to leave it behind. I cannot be connected to it anymore. I don't want any attachment to it. I do not blame any situation. I don't blame the person. I simply move on by banning that chapter, releasing any hopes, any dream that is attached to it, and I move on. And when I move on, I just have to find the ways to actually find the healing. Once you do that, and then you now have to go through self-discovery. So once you find that self-discovery and self-discovery, when you go through self-discovery, the gap left by your loved one often a reverse part of yourself. So you have to understand that and never overlook any chapter in your life. Don't ever overlook anything. And that chapter, it will encourage you to embark on a journey of self-discovery if you actually take time to actually, okay, I'm not going to blame myself. Through this relationship, there's been dreams attached to it. We have to speak the truth, guys. When you enter a relationship with somebody, you sit down, you tell them how much you love them. And when you tell them how much you love them, they tell you how much they love you. And the dreams are linked together. Two people both have dreams. They are then linked together. And when those dreams are linked together, memories are created through those dreams. Families are linked together through that relationship. Places that we visit get linked together. Too many things, like, let's say you go to different places, you do activities, the joy is linked together between two people. If that relationship has had pain for so many years, there are some people who live together through pain for many years. That pain gets linked together. And then the tears, you find that in that relationship, there's been tears. And those tears get linked together. Now, when these two people take different paths, now they were all in one. These two people are in one, and now they have to part. You now left with unlinking every part of your life from that person. Imagine if you don't have the skills, if you don't have the experience of how to deal with linking everything, unlinking everything, that you could have depression, anxiety, you could suffer from anxiety. But if you decide, you know what, I'm so grateful for this person that I met through this path stuff. It doesn't happen very often. It didn't happen with me. For me, it was why. I had a big why asking myself. There was so much pain. The pain is unbearable. When you split up with somebody, or when you late somebody, or somebody dies that you're dating, the pain is unbearable. And so you ask yourself, is this the story of my life? Is this the story that is going to keep happening? But if I know what I know now, I would never ask myself those questions. I would have just focused on my healing instead of asking questions that don't serve me anymore. So the unlinking part is the part where you have to unlink your dreams that are connected to this person that now is you both taking different paths. Now you have to link the joy. You have to unlink that joy. You now have to unlink the places you have visited by accepting that I'm no longer with this person anymore. I now have to go back and discover who am I, who I am. That's why it's very, very important when you meet somebody, don't give up. Don't give up your power. Don't give up everything about yourself to please the other person. Is very, very important, because if you give up everything and then the relationship doesn't work, you only don't have to deal with losing somebody. You have to deal with you surrendering your power. Now you have to claim your power back. But if you don't, you're not strong enough, you wouldn't be able to claim it. You'll be able to actually fall. So when that person leaves, it's very, very important to stay, to actually know who you are when you are in a relationship. Don't lose your image. Don't lose your authenticity in order to fit somebody in. The reason why there is two people in a relationship, it means the man it brings something into a relationship. A woman brings something into a relationship. These are two worlds that are now linked together. They have children. That's another world. Linking the children together. Then the children have places they visit. Never give up your life just because you have children. My children know that just because I have them, it does not mean that I'm going to run around after them. It does not mean that my children, they do acting, they do dancing, they do so many things you can ever imagine. They are living a life. But at the same time, I still need to live my life. What I've done, I found a school that does everything. If the school does acting, dancing, they do dance in one place. So they go to school, dance, acting Thursday night, 2 hours, and then Saturday is all day. My oldest starts at 9, she finish at 4, and the other youngest one starts at 12:30, finish at 4:30. They finish at 4:30. They finish at 4, yeah, something like that. So they have a life, but I still have to have my life as well. It's not easy. I still have to have my life as well, and their dad still have to have his life. If you give up your life just because you have children, imagine when the kids go to university. That's why you see many relationship, when people have kids, they what they do is they focus on the children. They don't do anything for themselves. Now the life revolves around the kids. And now the kids have grown, gone to uni, or maybe they're a little bit grown. Now there's like two people, strangers now, who don't know each other because what they've done is they focus on the kids. They've neglected themselves, their world. So it's very, very important, if you're someone who has got kids, your needs, you still have to continue with your needs. It's hard work, I have to say. You still have to continue with your children's needs, and everybody's happy, so that when whatever happens, The relationship, if two people are parted, the relationship doesn't work. So that you have your identity. It's very, very important to keep your identity. Like myself, there's some things that I did before I was in a relationship. There's some I'm still doing those things. I love music. I love sports. So I'm still doing those things between my time. I'm still doing my sports to make sure that I keep my body. I think it's very important for me to actually do my exercises and keep fit, and mostly to have my me time to actually think. Music, I just go, I perform. When I come out, I'm okay. So those are the things, that some other things that I do. So those things, they're very, very, very important to a person, a human beings, to keep your needs, to actually make sure that you look after your needs, so that when these two worlds falls apart, you still have part of you. So it's very, very important. That's why I have this quote that says, in the quiet moment of solitude, we often find the loudest part of ourselves. So rebuild resilience when things get tough is about bouncing back quickly. When I've explained that, just because you have children, it does not mean that you cannot have a life. You can have a life. It's all about you living your life. Even when you go through pain, it's about moving forward despite the pain you go through, and create the strategy. The pain is unbearable sometimes. I've gone through having to let go of somebody. I've gone through it. It's very, very, is sometimes you can lose strength. And but you have to make sure that emotionally, when you have setbacks, you bounce back very, very quickly by finding things, like doing things that makes you happy, so you can overcome those challenges. And so how can you harness again? You can seek support. It's very, very important. Mostly men. I was talking to one of the ladies in the choir the other day, and she was saying most of the where she works is mostly the men that have a broken home, because mostly when a man has a broken home, when normally when parents are splitting, the woman gets to have a home, and then the man has to move out. And now the man can't afford to actually, so she was saying the department where they work is stress. It's mostly men. Now that the man does not have a home anymore, so they end up getting depressed. They end up getting stressed because they once had a home, and now they no longer have a home. If I know what I know now, I refused. For me, I actually refused to stay in our home when I was splitting up with my ex. I was like, I'm not living in this huge house on my own with my daughter. If you're moving out, I'm moving out. Because I didn't see the point of me staying in old memories, for me to suffocate myself and stay there. And also, I didn't see a point of somebody having a big mortgage to pay while he is suffering, because I had to think about my daughter as well, that um, if I don't think to help this person, because these are two people uh, that once loved each other, and then things don't work out fine. Me, I don't do normality anyway. I'm just, I don't know, mad maybe. So that's when I just chose to move out. And then he moved out. We both moved out. That home, I just wanted a fresh start. I no longer lived in Essex. I didn't want to live in Essex anymore. I wanted to move somewhere else for a fresh start. So you can do that when you go through pain, you can do that. But I'm afraid I cannot say don't fight. Because when you actually, the relationship ends, it means enemies are created. It means the man becomes the enemy of this one, and this one in the both enemies. But to me, I don't think that way. But not everybody's like that. We're all different people. We have different values. And for me, I value life more than anything else. And the person that I'm dating, I value their breathing is more important for them to have a safe place where they can live than me valuing material. I don't value material, I value human beings. So whenever we go through something like lockdown, we went through financial difficulties and we were living in a huge house. So I was like, wow, what's the point of living in this huge house while struggling with finances? And once somebody raised their concerns and my spouse raises concerns, and I was like, okay, we're moving out. Go and find somewhere smaller. And not sure if it was the right thing to do though. But to me, at the time, it was the right thing to do, because when you have to go through stress, it means the relationship can break because of the strain that is in that relationship. So everybody is different. So in your relationship, you have to evaluate your relationship. But if you are somebody who actually is going through pain of the breakup, I'm not sure if I can suggest joining groups. I tried to join groups myself, and I find this group where you join people who are divorcing, they make things worse. When you just think that your story is just a little bit too much, is like just a little bit, is just hard. And when you hear somebody's hardest story, it's sad. It was making me sad. It wasn't helping me. I just went to just listen to people telling their stories, and I was like, and that's not what I want to hear. It was like it became too much because I thought I had problems, but then when you realize actually some people have more problems that they're dealing with, so then you start to realizing that, you know what, life is beautiful. I might as well be grateful for what I have at this moment because somebody else is struggling more than me. So that was my verdict. So, but you can join the groups because people are different, and those groups support, they are different. But for me, they didn't work for me. I just went, I don't know, maybe I'm just tough. When I'm going through something, if you want to support me, you can support me by listening to me. But if you feel sorry for me, I'm out from that person that feels sorry for me because they make things worse. I just want somebody that is there listening and just not feeling sorry for me and just letting me know that all will be well. Just find a way, help me to find a way through. So those are the things that I do. So everyone is different. So you can find ways, but the only thing that you cannot do is feeling sorry for yourself or joining feeling sorry club. Embracing your beginning is very, very important. When you find yourself in that situation, every ending makes a way for a new beginning. Every ending in life. So you can encourage yourself to see opportunities that lie ahead in life and be open to new experiences and new relationship. And when I'm talking about new relationships, I'm not talking about intimacy. New relationship is just connecting with the different people, and personal growth is very, very important. Of course, as the time goes by, we may heal ourselves and find that true love again. Don't talk yourself out of true love. True love exists. If you are the person that love yourself truly and unapologetic, then you will know that true love exists through that love you have for yourself. It's very, very important not to talk yourself out of any relationship, or to say, I don't think I am cut up to this. Um, I go to choir with the reading choir, and they have we meet up like if you somebody is following more on my Facebook profile, you can see like I've not posted the pictures yet. We were performing on last Saturday, and there are some girls who are overweight. But what makes a person very, very attractive is when they know that they are beautiful. It doesn't matter whether they are overweight, or I've seen that and I've admired this person in that, you know what, I love her, this person is attitude. They, if they were somebody else, they would be blaming themselves and things like that. So the reason why I'm sharing this is loving yourself unconditional. Doesn't matter what shape or sizes that you are, or whatever. Just love yourself unconditional. Love comes from within. Beauty comes from within. What's on the inside of us, it is greater than what's on the outside. So love yourself more, even if life does not make sense. And when you do that, it helps you to face any challenges in life. I do that sometimes when things get tough. I have to remind myself that God loves me. He loves me unconditional. I don't have to put makeup in order for me to pray to God and ask Him to help me with the healing. I don't have to put makeup. I don't have to put fake hair. I don't have to actually go and buy glamorous clothes to please Him. I don't have to do that. I can just get up in the morning and just get dressed and just get down on my knees and just pray and ask Him to connect with me. So if I know that God loves me, I don't have to do anything. If somebody says, no, Msa, you're not good enough for me, or if I find myself in a very, very challenging situation, I just have to know that He loves me unconditional. I just have to remember the promises that are written in the scriptures, that when He died, He took my pain. So I just have to find that healing and use the Bible as a weapon to actually claim my healing. You have to know how to heal yourself. If let's say, or you, let's say meditation. I'm not an expert in meditation. I meditate mostly. I meditate in the Word of God, and meditate. If meditation are like going on YouTube, you want to meditate, but you have to know how to meditate properly. If you learn how to meditate properly, then you'll find that healing is the connection within yourself and your inner man that you need in order for you to find that healing. So it's very, very, very important to know that when things get tough, your world is still there. You can still reclaim that world and make sure that when you enter a relationship, don't give up your power. That is very, very important. And another quote that I'll give you guys is, as one door closes, countless others await to be opened. And all you need is the courage to turn the handle. Do you have the courage to turn that handle and open the doors of opportunities? When things get tough, do you have the courage to turn it? All you got to do is do this. Do you have that courage? Or the courage that you have is to be in tears, to focus on the why. Why did this person hurt me so much? It's so hard. Why does it hurt? Why does it hurt to love somebody? But you still have the courage, although you have those questions, why does it hurt to love somebody? Is to turn the key and open the door of opportunity, the door of healing, and find that courage to heal yourself. Because if you leave the door closed and not open it, then the doors of opportunities will be closed. So you need that healing, and you need to go through that pain so you can leave it behind and break it. So just don't leave everything undone. Just undo every link, the link of memories. Hold on to the memories that you feel that they're okay for you to leave. But every memory that you want to get rid of it and ban it and move on. Once you move on, know that the future is there for you to write it. The future is already been written. So you see, the beauty of life is, I'm a Christian, guys, so I'm going to speak my language. So the beauty of life is when God died, when he was put on that cross, he died. When he died, he took your pain away from you. He took everybody's pain. He felt the pain. His blood was spilled on the ground. He took the tears. The tears fell on the ground. His blood fell on the ground. And he said, it is finished. Meaning, I have died for you. I have taken the pain for you. But if you want to claim that healing, you can claim the healing. If you want to claim that joy, you can claim the joy through my blood. Through the blood of the Lamb, you can claim the healing, and that healing, whatever you desire in life, the dreams, the joy that you desire will be fulfilled only if you know how to ask for it, only if you know how to claim it, only if you know how to call upon me and I answer you. So I don't know, I cannot speak the language of a non-Christian. The language of a non-Christian is sometimes depressing. So I'm speaking my language, that what I know, what has worked for me. I loved God from a very young age. And I even today, I know that if I depend on a person, people always let me down, but he never lets me down. So it's very, very important when you go through pain, when you go through challenges in life, it's very, very important to know that you can rewrite your future, or to know that the future is already written for you. The only thing you need to do is, how do you want it? Somebody can say no, it's easy, and say that yes, it is. That is true. It's not easy. but it requires you falling, getting up in the morning, not feeling like it, but dragging yourself out of bed, going to have a shower, getting stressed, getting dressed. And when you feel strength, you find that song. Play the song that makes you happy. Play the song that it helps you to feel the joy in your life. And I don't think the song that may helps you to find joy is the song where you have to remember the pain. I'm not saying ignore the pain. What I'm saying is find something that brings you joy if you want to find that healing. When you go through challenges in life, find support, people that can support you. Rewrite your future. Your future is already written, Christians or non-Christians. It doesn't matter. God does not say you have to be a Christian. You just have to know where to turn to when you need him. Sometimes he might not come when you need him because he wants to know, when you're calling me, do you really mean it? Or do you just calling me because you know that there is Jesus out there? There is a God out there. Are you just calling me for the sake of calling me because you are in pain? Or do you really, really need my help? So sometimes he might delay. And when he does come, he'll help you. So remember, when things get tough, remember there is somewhere where there is a way where you can get help and where you can rewrite your future. And know that when you're dating somebody, when the relationship ends, it means that the future is unwritten. Now you have to be first to rewrite your future, rewrite your past, and then you're rewriting your past and rewriting your future. And the future that you already created is now unwritten, and it can be a very, very painful journey. But if you know that, yes, you can pull through it. You can pull through it. And also avoid medication. Some people, they find an easy way out is to go to the doctor and say to the doctor, you know what, doctor, I'm not sleeping. Give me something that can make me feel better so that I can go to sleep. If you are not sleeping, face it. Face the truth. Why are you not sleeping? Is it because of the pain you're going through? If it's not a medical condition, sometimes people, they don't sleep because of medical condition, but sometimes people don't sleep because memories keep rolling over. Why did he leave me? Why did he leave me? Wasn't I good enough? Wasn't I good enough? But when I met this person, they made promises. They told me that I was beautiful. They told me that we had a future together. We made plans. We created memories. Our families, they all met. You see, the memories. If that's the case, you have to tell your mind to say, you know what, my mind, I know my mind. But at this moment, I just want to be me. I do that sometimes. I talk to my thoughts. I let my thoughts know that I don't want to be where they want to take me. I want to be in this moment where I just want to stand still for a minute and just be me and rewrite my future. And when your future is unwritten, that means you have to redesign that future that you want as a single woman, or as a single man. Sometimes it can be tough, but guess what? It is part of life. So you have to learn how to not to be strong. I don't want to say be strong. I'm not a person that give people's advice to be strong. Because I know myself, when I'm feeling the feelings that I'm feeling, I face them. If they want to make me cry, before I'll cry, but now I don't. I tell my feelings that I don't want to be the woman that is always on tears. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to be the tears to be part of my life. I want joy. Give me joy in my life. I speak to my life. When I want to cry, I tell my cry that my life is not going to be surrounded by tears. I refuse to be in tears. I want joy in my life. I refuse to be somebody who is always in tears while other people are rejoicing. And I say, God, help me. Take these tears away from me. Take this pain away from me. Take the pain, the disappointment, the shame, because when the tears are presented to you, they bring shame. When your spouse leave, you can decide whether you see shame or you find something to keep you going through that pain. You find your strength. For me, I'm like, God, if this relationship is meant to bring me shame, I don't want shame in my life. I don't want to feel ashamed, but I want to find strength. Help me to find strength and not to feel ashamed, not to worry about what people will say about my relationship. Help me to find strength so I can accept the situation that is presented to me. I don't want to be the woman that is known by being in tears all the time. I don't want to be the woman that is known by the pattern of problems. I say, God, intervene in my situation. Give me joy. Where there is no joy, give me joy. Let me find favor. Wherever there is no joy, let me glorify your name, God. I just quote every scripture and say, you say in this scripture, God, this. And at the same time, I have got to acknowledge what God has done for me. And I have to, if I see that my relationship or we were both the cause of breaking up, I just have to ask for God to have mercy on me. And he does. And he will have mercy. Unapologetic. You don't have to feel ashamed. You don't have to be the person that is in tears, because if you cry, that means that becomes a cycle of you being the cry while other people are rejoicing. I just refuse to bring my tears out and cry for. Before I'll just cry and I'll just cry, but now I refused. I'm not going to be the woman that is going to cry, God. Of course, things have gone wrong, but give me strength. I'm not going to cry. Even if life doesn't make sense and I feel like crying and I say, God, no, I'm not going to cry. I refuse to cry. I want to find strength. Help me to find strength. Help me to find joy where I believe there's no joy, because I don't believe that intimacy, spouse, can only bring joy to you. You can find that joy within yourself, even if it doesn't make sense. Find it. Find that joy, find that healing, and rewrite your story that has been unwritten. So that is very, very important to actually know that whenever the chapter is ending in your life, it's not the end. Remember, there are pages that you can still write that have been written, and there are pages, countless pages that are yet to be written. Have hope. Find people that can offer encouragement for the future. And encourage yourself as well, understanding that life is beautiful and life is a journey. Love, everlasting impact. Love has so many surprises, and sometimes it hurts to love somebody. It hurts. Even when they leave our lives, when they enter our lives, there is joy. The beautiful memories that were created, intimacy, just rewrite it. And know that that journey is worth it. To have gratitude. It's not easy, but you can find gratitude each day. It's the only thing that people do is they want to be okay. They compare themselves with other people. All I can do is take each day as it comes. If it means crawl by finding that healing, please do crawl. It means learn to walk. By finding that healing, please do learn to walk. If that's what it means. Don't expect things to happen overnight. Finding healing through pain, it takes time. You need courage. You need to surround yourself with the right support. And you need not to compare your life with anyone. If you are somebody who compares their life with other people, you will never have joy in life. Ever, ever have joy. Honestly, never, ever compare your life with anybody. No matter how much you admire, mostly like people that you admire the most, never, ever compare your life with anyone. Your life is special. Really, really special. It's beautiful. When I was in Africa, before I came to United Kingdom, I knew that I wanted to travel around the world, but I never compared my life with anybody. I've seen, like, I had two different families. My stepdad, he was very rich. My dad, he was we were comfortable. My dad was very, very comfortable. He was a teacher. He's very educated. My father was very, very educated, a very smart guy, smart man. And I lived in two different homes. My dad, my stepdad, and that experience, and living with my family. And I was happy when I was with my mom. I was happy when I was with my dad. I have experienced so many things with my parents. There were two different homes, and they were both happy with what they have. And raising me to become the woman that I am today, my stepdad never ever said, Nomsa, go to school, go to uni, or anything else. He respected my dad. And even when I said I did not want to go to secondary school or go to university, I want to travel, they respected me and they let me do whatever I want. Even I didn't know what I was doing, but I just trusted God. I just trusted this man that everybody says, God, God. I just trusted that he will look after me. And he did. Because when things get tough, and they did get tough, and I knew that I'll hold on to my life. Dating men, sometimes story doesn't end how you want. Find yourself, rewrite stories. It's been an amazing journey. Becoming the person that I am today has been an amazing. And I have learned to be I've learned not to depend on a human being. I've learned to depend on God, to trust Him. And when things get tough, the pandemic as well, it has taught me so many things. It taught me to love my loved ones unconditional. Because when the pandemic came, it's something that we didn't expect. So if you are somebody who is dating somebody and your relationship is in pain, you need to ask yourself, why am I not enjoying this beautiful man? Why am I not enjoying this beautiful woman? Sometimes people don't enjoy each other because they have expectations about driving big cars, having private jets, having expensive clothes, big houses, just for somebody to say, you know what, girl, look at me. I got it all. I am dancing the music of depression. But relationship wise, they're broken. So you want my advice? Happiness comes with success. Accept who you are as a person. Don't compare your life with anybody. Enjoy the ride. And those who wants to start the business, I can tell you, business is beautiful. Sometimes things can be tough. But if you learn how to write and sing your own song and dance your own music, life is good. Life is beautiful. Relationship wise, those who want to enter relationship wise, please, if you don't have big holidays, desire to learn the skills, to make money, to have big holidays. If you don't have a big car, desire to learn the skills, then buy that big car, buy that big house. Do not get stressed and bring challenges to your relationship because you just want that material in destroying your soul. That's my advice I can give you. Don't destroy your soul just because you want that beauty of life. The beauty of life comes with a beautiful soul that knows that is broken, but through that brokenness, knows that they can find happiness within. They can find happiness through that big car. What's the point of buying a big car if you're not going to appreciate your relationship, if you're not going to appreciate each other? Life is precious. Appreciate the woman that you're dating. And if you're watching this talk show, just say to your woman, I was watching Nomsa today. I feel so blessed to be able to watch her talk show. Or if you are a woman and you're watching this talk show, go to your man and say, I feel so blessed to be watching this talk show. I just thought I'd just give you a hug and tell you how much I love you, how much I appreciate you, how much you mean to me in this world. And I want to hold on to you. I want to hold on to this beautiful life that God has given us. I don't want to let you go. And just enjoy every moment. No point, to be honest, to be miserable, having this beautiful life, beautiful cars, beautiful private jet, why life is broken. No point, if you ask me. No point. There's no point. So have a beautiful life. Embrace the person you are as a person and enjoy the life. 16 minutes past. Enjoy the life that you have, and just embrace the person, both of you, that you are becoming. And also understand that life is the beautiful. The choices that we make in life, they help us to become who we are. Self-love and realization is very, very important. Agents of living in the present moment. It's very, very important. Resilience and finding support. Power of self-belief. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You're beautifully inside out. And the imperative of authentic living. Live an authentic life. I unapologetically live my authentic life. When you look at I posted a post yesterday. I look so stunning in that post on thing that when I was saying I am actually giving up my dressing. I gave up last year and I've thrived. I've realized that actually I don't like wearing trousers. I don't like wearing jeans. So I was like, I'm just giving up all this because I'm just wearing it because it makes, but actually I don't like it. So I'm creating my own style. Not I'm creating, I've already have my own style, my own image where I just love to be me. I'm just not doing things, the things that I was doing just following everybody else. I just started wearing trousers, to be honest, because I was earning my own money left home and just doing. And then I realized actually I don't like wearing trousers. I like wearing dresses. I like wearing beautiful dresses, long dresses. I like to look good. I like wearing skirts with the long boots, all those things that I like. And I was like, actually, I don't like wearing trousers. So that's why I'm giving up that look. I've not gone mad, guys. If anybody's saying no, so it's gone mad. I've not gone mad. I've realized, like sometimes you ask yourself, why am I doing this? And I just, there's some things that I just did because I had the money and I was no longer being told by my parents what to do. I just started doing them, but I'm realizing that's not me. So I'm just creating this I'm just being me, just living my life and just enjoying life, loving life, and appreciating my friends and family and those who are with me on social media. I just appreciate you guys, and I just live an authentic life. It's very, very important to live an authentic life and love your loved ones. When you meet a beautiful woman, love and appreciate them, because sometimes people think they can get a better woman than what they have. That's not the case, actually. Or sometimes if you're a woman, I love you, thank you so much. Or if you are a woman, a woman, you have a beautiful man inside out. Remember, beauty comes from within. We're not talking about outer world is something that is added to us. If you have that man that looks after you, that loves and protects you, hold on to that man. Don't even think that you can get a better one than the one you have. You can get more problems. That is looking for problems. That's how I see life, that love and appreciate the people around you. And if we think we can get better than what we have, then we need the skills in business, in a relationship. I'm not talking about women who are lazy or men who are lazy. You know what I'm talking about. You know when I'm talking about a beautiful woman, I'm talking about a woman who's driven, who knows what they want, a woman who is a mentor to you, who mentors a man to become who he wants to become. Those are the kind of women that I'm talking about. So I'm talking about men who have a vision for themselves, their lives, for their women, their children, a man who knows exactly what he wants. I personally do not date a man who agrees with everything, or who says sorry where they don't meant to be saying sorry. When I'm communicating with the men, I just want the men to listen to what I'm saying. If a sorry is necessary, they say sorry. But if they don't need to say sorry, please don't say sorry to a woman. You want to shut them up. I don't like men like that just agrees with everything. I like a man who put his feet on the ground. And if I ask something, if he say yes, he say yes. If he say no, I'm okay with it. To me, that's a relationship. A relationship that is beautiful, that comes with problems, deal with them, and just enjoy life. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna have to go now. That's what I leave with you guys. Just enjoy life. If you find yourself in a broken relationship, seek support. Don't write yourself off relationships, or no matter how much you've been hurt by past relationship. Remember why it's called past. It means we can rewrite the story. But when you rewrite the story, don't go and pick the same type of women that you've picked last time. That's when we need to evaluate things, evaluate life. Or if it's a woman, you may pick the wrong man, please evaluate how you select men. We don't select men because they have six packs or because they driving 1 million car. We select men because we go through the selection, go through different things. You have to look at your life, what you want in life. Are you that? If that person is that, if you select a man because they have money, tomorrow they won't have money, would you still love them? If you're okay with that, go for it. Because nothing stays forever. So if we date somebody because they have money, that means we're not dating that person. But if we date somebody because you know what, this person is educated, has got money, independent, and I wanna be with this person, and I love this person. If tomorrow brings him without money, I still love him. Go for it. It means it's true love. God bless. Live with grace, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.